Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, Nigerians have to be one of the most abused people on this planet. There is nobody that is not taking advantage of the Nigerian. So we're going back guys to 2014 to pick up this story. So guys, I bring you this: how I shared 400 million naira from Dasuki. And this statement is from Olisa Metu. So that's the headline: how I shared 400 million from Dasuki. And this is Olisa Metu saying this. So now let's see what this guy has to say. Olisa Metu, former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, on Friday, September the 27th, narrated in a federal high court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Okon Abang, how he distributed 400 million naira he collected from the office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, under Sambo Dasuki as National Security Advisor in 2014, in what he said was a special national assignment in the lead-up to the 2015 general election. He is facing prosecution by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, alongside his company, Destra Investment, on 7-count charges bordering on money laundering to the tune of 400 million naira. A statement from EFCC says Metu, who is the defense team's 15th witness under cross-examination by the prosecution counsel, told the court that there was never an instance where the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, directly paid any money to him. He said that the payment of 400 million naira was for the national assignment as directed by the then president. Upon being shown the statement of his account, which had 6.6 million naira before an inflow of 400 million into it on November 24, 2014, he narrated to the court how he disbursed the money in what he said was a national assignment. He said there was an outflow of 7.5 million from the amount through a check to a company, CNC Connect, on December the 2nd, 2014, another payment of 21.7 million to Chief Eneni and 50 million to Kanayo/Elisa Meta, which is a joint account, on December 4, 2014. On the same date, he narrated that there was another outflow of 31.5 million to Richard Ohidioha. He also told the court of two separate payments of 200 million naira and 300 million naira to Daniel Ford International, also on the 4th of December 2014. Other subsequent expenditures, he said, are payments to CNC Connect in the sum of 70 million on December 15, 2014, 25 million to Abba Dabo on December 16, 2014, and 5 million to Ambassador Kema Chikwe, and that will be on the same date as well. He told the court that a final report he submitted to the then president had all the expenditures of the 400 million naira captured in receipts and signatures for all payments of monies in cash and through several accounts for the special assignment. He said he had about 19 accounts, of which more than 5 are in Diamond Bank. Metu also told the court that he made an investment of $2 million in cash in ARM through an ARM staff, Miss Neka Ararume. So this is $2 million in cash, by the way. You recall that they saw some cash in Ikoyi, in some flat in Ikoyi. So this is the sort of money that these people bandy about. So you go back to my original comment that everybody is just exploiting the Nigerian person. But we carry on. When asked if the equivalent of $2 million was paid in naira into Detra's account, which was to the tune of 366 million naira at the time, he said, "We led evidence to show that the $2 million was paid by me to ARM, and the prosecution had led evidence to show that Neka Araremu paid monies to Bureau de Change, which now transferred the money into my account." He said he did not have any dealings with the Bureau de Change, recalling that Ms. Araremu told the court that she got his account details from his records with ARM and gave it to the Bureau de Change. When asked if the non-payment of $2 million into his account was to conceal the origin of the money, Metuh said the non-payment of the sum into his account was the failure of his account officer to execute a lawful and legal directive. Justice Abang adjourned the matter to September 30th to continue the trial. So now this is the goings on now within the Nigerian state. Luther continua, the stealing continues. They are just robbing us blind, and they have now been robbing us blind for goodness knows how long. We can go back pretty much since independence, and they have been looting us since then. And this is a narrative now from 2014, which is still an ongoing case, and the eyes just pop at the amount of money that some of these people are talking about sometimes. It is almost like they're living on a parallel universe. It is almost like these people are living on another planet from the rest of us, and they might well be, because really they have that consideration. This is just one guy. What is his job title again within the structure? Let's see, former publicity secretary. So this was just a publicity secretary within the former governing party, handling 400 million naira as a windfall, because you will recall in the course of this narrative, the amount that this guy had in his account was 6 million and a bit before he suddenly had this inflow of 400 million naira. So just imagine that. So 6 million naira is still a tidy sum, but it's not wealth within the Nigerian space. And then suddenly this 400 million rolls in, and this guy is now doing deals where he's handing over $2 million cash to some entity. I don't know what ARM means, but whatever it is, he said it is an investment. So it is an investment then on whose behalf? Certainly not on behalf of you and I or the Nigerian state. It is an investment for himself and his family, of course, and that is his own commission from whatever it is that they've handed him the money to do. So this is not how things have been done now. So they were using this Sambo Dasuki as the money man within that previous dispensation of Goodluck Jonathan. So they funneled the money to him, and then of course, they don't really audit the accounts of the security apparatus within the Nigerian structure. So they'll funnel the money to him, and then he'll then farm it out to the people that needs money being farmed out to, and then the people that the monies are farmed out to are then going round to pay off the people that need paying off. Of course, if they tell them go and give this one 10 million, they'll just go and give him 3 million, and then that one we argue, and they say, okay, I've spoken to a guy, and they said give you an extra 2 million, and they do so. So these ones are just collecting money, and this is how this guy now is able from 6 million to be doing now a 2 million, 6 million naira, that is able now to do from 6 million naira, which is less than about $50,000, to now being able to do a $2 million deal in cash. So this is the sort of windfall, but then it is really the job title of this guy that really makes the point. So this is not an operative of the state, by the way, who is saying that is on a national assignment, because I don't know when the PDP became the nation. The PDP is a private enterprise. It is a political party and a private endeavor. It is nothing to do with the Nigerian state, even if the president of the country is of that party. So why then would the Nigerian state be giving money to a private citizen who is an employee of a private entity to go and carry out a national assignment? This is the sort of goings on that was going on under that extremely corrupt Goodluck Jonathan regime, which is just hand over money. And we are now saying it now, because we've been saying for a long time that this was a hand over money regime, and that was what led to his downfall, by the way, because he could not tame these people, even if he was not corrupt directly, which I'm almost certain that he would be, because there's no reason for him not to be corrupt if everything else around him is corrupt. And everything around him, of course, is corrupt, as is again exemplified by this particular narrative that we've just heard now. So Sambo Dasuki was the bagman, the money man, and the foot soldiers are elements like this character now, who is now in the custodies of the EFCC. Conversations in the comment section. Goodluck Jonathan, the Nigerian state, Malam Buhari, and the fate that has befallen us as Nigerians pretty much from 1960 till date. These are all the things that are up for discussion on this this video. But before you come join me to have that conversation, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of this rather depressing goings on in our country in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you in comments, but here I say peace.